So I just need to get everything set up here. Okay, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. I hope you all had a nice break. Okay, so we are going to resume the socializing session. Okay, so let me ask you here. Okay, let me share the screen here. Okay, so really quickly, okay, so here we have a Japanese kanji, okay, like a Japanese character. So looking at this kanji, do you guys know what this kanji means? Any ideas? What does this kanji mean? So does any one of the Japanese students who'd like to share what this kanji means? No?
Here,
Huh?
listening.
Listening. Yes, this is the kanji for listening. Thank you, Mirai. Okay. Now I really like this kanji. Okay, I like it because listening, it's very interesting. So when you listen, you of course listen with your ears, okay, but you also listen with your eyes, with your undivided attention, and with your heart. Okay. So yeah, so the whole point here is when you're listening, it's not only with your ears, but it's like with everything. Okay. Now, listening plays a very, very important role in conversation and socializing. Okay. When you're having a conversation with someone, it's not only you talking, but also you have to listen to what the other person is saying. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an activity to practice listening. Okay. In particular, what we call active listening. Okay. We're going to do what are called 2-minute monologues. Okay. So I'm going to give you all a question. Okay. And then you're going to take 1 minute to think about your answer to the question. Okay, 1 minute to think about your answer to the question. Okay. And then afterwards, I'm going to put you into your breakout rooms. In groups, take turns speaking for 2 minutes about your topic. Okay, so facilitators, I'm going to ask you to use your phones here to keep time. Okay, so take turns speaking for 2 minutes about your topic. Do not stop speaking. Okay, so when one person is speaking, the other people, or when it is your turn to talk about your topic, you have to talk for 2 minutes, but you can't stop. Okay, no stopping. Okay. Now, the other members of your group will listen while you speak. Okay. So while you're speaking, everyone else is listening. Okay. Now, they should also use what's called back channeling to show that they are listening. Okay. Now, if you need time to think while you're speaking, you may have to give yourself time to think if you need to while you're speaking. Okay, so we're going to go over these in just a minute. So once you finish, next person in your group should speak for 2 minutes. Okay, so you're going to take turns. Everyone talks for 2 minutes about your topic. Okay. Facilitators, you're going to do the same thing too. Okay, you have to talk for 2 minutes as well. Okay. So you talk for 2 minutes, everyone else is listening, and then the next person talks for 2 minutes, other people listen, and then the next person talks for 2 minutes. Okay? Now, while you are listening, you should be doing what's called back channeling. Okay, so what's back channeling? Okay, back channeling is how we show people that we are listening to their conversation, to what they are saying. Okay. This is very, very important in socializing because you want to show people that you are listening, that you are interested in what they are saying. Okay, this will help you build a good relationship with them. Okay. So how can we back channel? Okay, so there are several ways to back channel. Okay. The first we're going to talk about things you can say when other people are talking. Okay. The first thing you can do are what are called encouraging words. Okay, so for example, if you look at this sample, this guy here says, I went to Paris last weekend. Okay. The lady on the right, to show that she is listening to him, she can say very short words like, huh, yeah, wow. Okay. So very, very short words to show that you are listening, to encourage them to continue talking. Okay. You can also say full comments. Again, like if the guy here on the right says, I went to Paris last weekend, the lady on the right here, she can say comments like, oh, how interesting. That's amazing. So longer comments. You can also ask what are called emphasis questions. Okay. I went to Paris last weekend, the guy on the left. Really? Is that true? Okay. So short questions, again, to show that you are listening to the other person. You can also repeat words that they say. So the man on the left, again, says, I went to Paris last weekend. The lady on the right, she can repeat some key words, such as, oh, Paris, wow. So these are just some ways, some things you can say to do back channeling, to show people that you are listening to their conversation, that you are interested in what they have to say. Okay. Now, there are also some nonverbal techniques. Okay, it's not only what you say, okay, but also how you say it. Okay. Now, a very important way to show people that you are interested in what they're saying is to make eye contact. Okay. Now, since we're on Zoom, to make eye contact, I recommend looking at your camera. Okay, don't look at the screen, look at the camera. And it looks to other people that you are actually looking at them, eye to eye. Okay. Be sure to smile. Okay. You can also gesture with your head and hands, like you can nod your head, okay, to show that you are interested in what they are saying. Okay. I also recommend that you keep a straight posture. Keep straight. Don't go like, don't sit like this or something like that. Okay. Keep straight. And then try to make eye contact, smile, and, feel free to nod your head or use some other gestures. Okay. So this is back channeling. So when we do our 2-minute monologues, be sure to unmute yourself, okay, so that you can back channel, okay? So you can show the person who's talking that you are interested, that you are listening to what they are saying. Okay? All right, is that clear, everyone? Yeah. All right, now another thing we should talk about is giving yourself time to think, okay? So since we're doing monologues, okay, when you're talking, especially for a long period of time, sometimes, you forget what to say. Okay? Sometimes you need time to think about your next sentence. Okay? So here are 2 Japanese characters. Okay? Here we have nandaro and nandake. Okay? So these are Japanese expressions that people use when they need time to think. Like, なんだろう。なんだっけな. Something like that. Well, these are Japanese, so don't use them. Okay, we're trying to use English. Okay. What can we say instead of なんだろう, なんだっけ, right? If we want to give ourselves time to think. Okay, so here are some expressions you can use. Okay, like, let's see, let me think, or could you give me a moment? Okay, so if you need time to think, okay, when you are talking, you can say these things, okay, to tell the other people in your group that you need some time to think. There's also some things you can do, okay? So when you're talking, you should try to make eye contact. If you look away from the screen, it shows people that you need some thinking time, okay? You can also cross your arms over your chest. This is a very common way to tell people that you need time to think. So that's the activity. Okay. Any questions before we start? Okay. So just to go over this activity, sorry, I have to go back. So we're going to be doing these 2-minute monologues. I'm going to give you a question, okay, in just a minute. And then think about the question. And then I'm going to put you into your breakout rooms. And in your breakout rooms, each person, including facilitators, should speak for 2 minutes about your topic. Do not stop speaking. Okay. So while you're speaking, the other people in your group should try to back channel. Okay. And then feel free to give yourself time to think as well, if you need to while you're speaking. Once you finish, please move to the next person. Okay? Any questions? So, oh boy, yeah. Let me give you your question now. So here is your first topic. Where is your favorite place in Japan? Where is your favorite place in Japan? So take 1 minute, think about this. Okay. Facilitators, same question. Where is your favorite place in Japan? Is it IUJ? I'm going to get the breakout rooms ready. Okay, so everyone, I'm going to put you into your breakout rooms again. So facilitators, while the students are speaking for 2 minutes, please be sure to keep time using your phone. Okay? So everyone talk for 2 minutes, including the facilitators. All right, so let's go ahead and try this. Who is someone that you admire? You guys think? Who's an admirable person? Someone you respect. So take a minute, think about this, and then afterwards, I'm going to send you back into your breakout rooms. And again, please talk for 2 minutes each on this topic. Okay. And while one person is speaking, the other people should be back chatting. Okay. Okay. So let's send you to the breakout rooms. Yeah, we're going to be using the same breakout rooms. Okay. So everyone, good luck. Okay, so we're going to do this activity one more time. But for this last time, I'm going to be moving the facilitators to different groups. Okay? So please give me a minute to do that. Okay. Okay. So, you guys ready for the last round? So here is your question. Oh, what happened? Okay. Okay. Here's your question. What is one difficult part of student life? Okay, what is one difficult part of student life? So you're all students. Okay, some of you are Japanese students. Some of you are graduate students. What's one difficult part of your lives? So take a minute, think about this, and then we'll go into our new breakout rooms and discuss it. Okay. All right, so let's go into the breakout rooms, everyone. Good luck. To back channel. Okay. All right, so we're going to do one more thing here. Okay. So there is so let's take a look at the handout again. Okay, so if you go to the back here, there is some, so we're going to do a very quick quiz. Do you guys like tests? Okay, this is a very quick test here. Okay. So in groups, here are some sentences about people, different cultures around the world. Okay. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to go through these sentences about different cultures, different cultural groups, and decide, do you think it's true or false, correct or incorrect? Okay. And then in the spot here, please write true or false. Okay. So let's go over these 10 items. Okay, so the first one, let me make this a little bit bigger. So the first one is about Canadians. So Canadians prefer to maintain a reserved, formal demeanor during verbal interactions. Okay, so reserved formal demeanor is like this, not smiling. So Canadians, when they talk like this. Okay, what do you think? True or false? True or false? Number two, so the Chinese use few gestures during conversation. So when Chinese people are talking, they don't use their hands very much. They're like this. Okay. They don't say that. They don't use that many gestures. Number three, the people of England do not appreciate sarcasm and self-deprecating humor. Okay, do you guys know what sarcasm is? So what is sarcasm? So sarcasm is saying, like, it's a type of humor, a type of joking. It's saying the opposite of what you mean. Okay. So if you have a friend who is very, let's say you have a friend who's very stupid, not very intelligent, you can say, hey, Daisuke, he's a very, very smart person, the smartest person in the world. But you actually mean the opposite. So that's sarcasm. Okay. So the people of England do not like sarcasm. Number 4, the French enjoy discussing personal topics. Okay, so French people, they like talking about personal topics. Like, we talked about this earlier, like relationships, maybe salary. These are personal topics, information that you usually don't share with other people. So what do you think? True or false? Number 5, Germans use expansive gestures. So German people, when they're talking, they use their hands like this, expansive, very large gestures. Number 6, the Japanese. So I expect most of you to get this right. Okay. The Japanese are uncomfortable with periods of silence during conversations. So when Japanese people are talking, they don't like silence, like they don't stay quiet. Number 7, Mexicans typically avoid discussions about their families. So Mexicans usually don't talk about their families. Number 8, in the Netherlands, discussions about money should be avoided. So don't talk about money, don't talk about salary in the Netherlands, okay, with Dutch people. So what do you think? True or false? True or false? Number 9, South Koreans smile a lot during conversations. And number 10, in Taiwan, avoid touching the other person during conversations. Okay, so when you're talking with a Taiwanese person, don't touch them. Don't grab their shoulder, don't grab their hand. What do you guys think? Okay. So this is just a quick quiz. Okay. So I'm going to put you into your breakout rooms. Okay. Facilitators, feel free to review these 10 questions with your group. And as a group, decide if you think each statement is true or false, correct or incorrect. Okay. Any questions before we start? Okay, so we'll do this for about 10 minutes. Maybe a little bit longer. Let me give you about 12 minutes. Okay. Okay, so everyone, I'm going to put you into your breakout rooms. Good luck, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Okay. All right, so shall we go over the quiz then? Okay. So, number one, Canadians prefer to maintain a reserved, formal demeanor during verbal interactions. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is true or false? True or false? Feel free to write your answers in the chat. So what do you think? True or false? True or false? So I'll give everyone a couple of seconds to write some answers, to write their ideas. You know, you can just, okay, group one, false. Okay. How about some of the other groups? Okay, false. False, number 5, okay. Wow, okay. Everyone's saying false except for true, except for, looks like one person here. Okay, well, according to research that was done, this is actually true. So, hey, Yumi got it, the answer correct. Everyone else got it wrong. Okay. How about number 2? The Chinese use few gestures during conversations. What do you guys think? True or false? Again, okay, some people are saying true, true, okay, false, okay, true, false, true. Okay, we're getting some discrepancies here. Okay. Number 2, according to research, this is also true. Apparently, Chinese do not use that many gestures when they are talking. How about number 3? People of England do not appreciate sarcasm and self-deprecating humor. Okay, so some people are saying true, true. Okay, true. Okay, true. Okay, everyone's saying true so far. Okay, one person saying false, coconut. Okay. Number 4 is, or number 3 is false. People of England do like sarcasm. And if you ever talk to a British person, they actually do enjoy this. Okay. Number 4, the French enjoy discussing personal topics. True or false? What do you guys think? Okay, false. Okay, getting a false here. Another false. Okay, one person saying true. Okay, number 4 is false. How about number 5? The Germans use expansive gestures. What do you guys think? True or false? Okay, false, true, false. Okay, okay, we're getting some split here. Number 5 is also false. Germans don't use a lot of big gestures. Okay, number 6, the Japanese are uncomfortable with periods of silence during conversations. I expect everyone to know the answer to this one. What do you guys think? Everyone's saying true? Okay. Huh. Apparently the research says that this is false. You know, periods of silence during conversations is okay. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's only a quiz. Okay. Number 7, Mexicans typically avoid discussions about their families. What do you think? True or false? Mexicans do not like to talk about their families. Okay, false. Okay. Okay, everyone's saying false so far. Okay. This one is false. So hooray, everyone got one correct. Okay. Number 8, in the Netherlands, discussions about the money should be avoided. What do you think? So Dutch people they do not like talking about money. Okay, true, okay. Okay, so 4 trues so far. This one is true. All right. We're on a roll now. 2 correct in a row. Number 9, South Koreans smile a lot during conversations. So South Koreans, they like to smile when they talk. What do you think? True or false? True. Now, we're not talking about K-pop people, by the way. We're talking about normal South Koreans. Okay, apparently this is false. So, okay, and the last one, in Taiwan, avoid touching the other person during conversations. What do you think? True or false? So last question here. True. Yes. Okay, yeah, this one is true. You shouldn't touch people when you're talking when you're in Taiwan. Okay. All right. So nice work, everyone. Nice work. So does anyone have any questions on this? Okay. So this is just a quick quiz about things you should or shouldn't do when you are talking with people from around the world. Okay. All right. So does anyone have any questions before so we are running short on time. Okay. So I'm going to send you into your breakout rooms one last time. Okay. So in your breakout rooms, I'm going to ask you to discuss 2 things. So first of all, so these are some things that you should or shouldn't do in countries, in cultures around the world. What about your cultures? Okay. In your cultures, okay, are they different or are they the same? Okay. So please discuss, how do these conversational practices differ from those in your own culture? Okay. And then after you discuss this, I'm going to ask you to talk about one last thing, is this. So what did you learn in today's session? Okay, so today's socializing session, we spent 2 90-minute sessions, doing socializing. What did you learn? So I'm going to put you into your breakout rooms one last time. Please discuss these 2 things with your facilitator. Okay, please go ahead. So we'll do this for 8 minutes. Okay. Talked about, okay, what socializing is, why it's important. We also talked about how to take leave, what are some good topics to discuss and what are some good topics not to discuss when you are meeting someone for the first time. We also practiced the ask, answer, add technique. Okay, and back channeling. And then finally, we finished by talking about things you should or shouldn't do when you are having a conversation with someone from a different culture. Okay. So before we finish, does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns? Okay. All right. So I hope you all enjoyed the socializing sessions. Okay. And more importantly, I hope you learned a few things from today's lessons, not only from socializing, but also from the cross-cultural communication sessions this morning. Okay. So I believe most of you are going to be coming to IUJ tomorrow. Okay. So we look forward to well, to meeting you in person, okay, tomorrow morning. All right. But for those of you who will not be joining us, okay, we really hope that you enjoyed your time today. Okay. We hope that you were able to, communicate well with, our IEJ student facilitators from all over the world. And we also hope that someday in the future, you can join the program again, hopefully the whole program. All right, so that's it for today, everyone. And